just what is a boundary? What does that mean? What can we do about them? How can we set one up? This is Teresa Lisum, and we're going to talk all about boundaries today. So stick around. So boundaries, just what is a boundary? Well, I'm sure there's lots of definitions. The one I'm going to use is they're limits we set for ourselves. We can choose them intentionally. They happen by default. We just let them happen and never change them. So they can be new boundaries, old boundaries. They can be good, they can be bad. But everybody's boundaries are different, and they're based on what's personally important to us. Okay, so they're personal to each person. And they essentially dictate what we want, what we are, and how we allow ourselves to be treated by others. Okay, so it's all around how we allow people to treat us. Isn't that interesting? You can set up your own boundaries, or you can allow somebody to dictate your boundary without you having any say in it. So which would you rather do? Create your own boundaries, determine them in advance with some intention, some conscious thought, or just allow them to happen without any of your input? I know which ones I would like. I would prefer to set up my own boundaries proactively with some thought behind it. So how do you know when to set boundaries? Well, another good question. So if you ever feel taken advantage of, if you feel your space or your privacy is being interrupted, you feel angry with something that somebody did, you're being blamed for something you didn't do, you feel disrespected, insulted, or hurt, you feel bullied, abused, or someone is being aggressive towards you. So it's our personal choice to decide those boundaries. So if you're working something really focused, or you know you need to be on a project and you need a certain amount of time to get it done, then the boundary is, don't disturb me, please. Give me an hour, I'll be done, and then we could play games, if you're talking to kids. So, predetermining, setting that up, this is my boundary. Please do not disturb me during this time. That's just one example. And that's one example of communicating boundaries to somebody else, because that's the important thing, is communicating them to another person. So let me give you some ideas. This is something I just don't want to talk about right now. Let's set up a time tomorrow to really discuss it. I don't like being called that name. I know my granddaughter has a name that is very rhymey with another word, and she does not like when people rhyme her name with some other word. So, I try to convey to her, you have to tell people you don't like that. It's your name. You determine what and how it's used. I feel uncomfortable. Please stop. That's a big one. I'm feeling uncomfortable. Please stop. And then maybe exit to that situation. This is something I really don't want you to know about me. Let's not even go there. I'm feeling uncomfortable with that. This one I really, really love. This is important to me. I'm sure we don't use that nearly enough. In fact, I need to start using that myself. Sharing with another person what is important to me. Let me give you another one. I understand your point of view, but it's another good one. You can also say, I can help, but I can't do it for you. I have some really awesome ones here. I don't mean to put them all at you at the same time, but they're really, really good. I'm not responsible for your emotions. I think I'm going to give you one more. I respect your opinion, but I have my own opinion as well, which is similar to one I already talked about. I think I'm going to stop there and I'm going to make another video talking about boundaries. So I'm going to stop here for today. Look for my other video on setting boundaries. I'm Teresa Lisum. If you don't already follow me on YouTube, please do so. Follow me on Facebook. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you want to hear from me about, and share with a friend. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.